It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week.
Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to fourth overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. On the counter, Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, it's Richardson. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
They give on second to Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity, tackles for...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points drop, but in INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Purdy gets this from the pistol. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted away with ease.
Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for Raiders first. Looking to throw, Purdy. This ball's cut by Bowers. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They send a receiver in motion right. To throw again, it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Seahawks and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hitting top 5 in rushing yardage. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tracked down by Roberts Delane. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. They go right back to Hall. And he'll get it up to the 27. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. That throw finds Komet. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Got to stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still 1st down.
So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Hall running between the tackles. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing.
Has room down the left sideline. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. 2nd drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that 1st drive ended in a punt. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Got a man. It's Mayer. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. It's going to be a gain of 5 on what will be the final play of our opening quarter. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Purdy on first down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. You got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That play good for 17 and a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throw reeled in by Mayer. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Raiders first. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He brings it in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
A 27-yard attempt.
Maher connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. They start the drive with Hall. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Two on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Here's Hall once more. Has a lane past the 45. And he's down all the way to the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
3rd down give to Hall. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They'll try and punch it in. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Play action with Richardson. And oh, he got it! Interception! The rookie from Ohio State takes it away.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st down throw by Purdy. On target to his man, Tony. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders with the football. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Has it downfield working the left. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. This one is taken in by Tony. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance. That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Devontae Smith, what a game. Over 200 yards receiving with 3 touchdown grabs. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Brian Robinson, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott strong in the win as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to start this third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Here's Purdy to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Purdy throwing here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Got his target, it's Tony. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Seahawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First down throw here from Richardson. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, here comes Hall. Escapes a defender. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hall. Into the secondary past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on third down. They're going play action. Complete beyond the marker. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Hall will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on first.
Pushing for the end zone. It holds the football. It's not loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands? Trust him again to hold on?
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks grow their lead to 8.
Raiders 6.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Complete. It's Myers. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the gun is Purdy. Fits it through the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
This is hauled in by Myers. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Blitz coming for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got it. He has the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now a big 2-point try coming for these Raiders.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Forced out to, and he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 34. Catch is made down the right sideline. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down. A give left side for Hall. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. The Raiders headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Warren. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's got a man left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Purdy to throw it. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They've got first down from the 31. Option design here. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete here to Bowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a give on the counter. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 34. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead. Return coming from the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. That throw finds Komet. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He'll look to throw it. Caught by the open man. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Setting up to pass. He's on the move. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down throw by Purdy. Put the body on the line for his team. And the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that pass is dropped. Fitting, that would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see